kinds of practices. Today we'll be doing a slow flow. So we'll be staying pretty close to the ground and, as the name implies, moving slowly, moving mindfully, and maybe even like harnessing a little bit of challenge along the way. So we're going to start on hands and knees. Oh, before I forget, I should say we will be using a set of blocks today. If you don't have them, it's not a big deal, but I do really recommend getting a pair of even like cheapy, I think they even sell them at the dollar store now, foam yoga blocks. I think I got these from Winners ages and ages ago. They're nothing fancy. Okay, now we're gonna get started on hands and knees. So taking your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath of your hips. We'll start with a few cat-cows. So start to tilt your tailbone forward, bring your belly towards the floor, bring your gaze up. And then arch your spine, hollow out your chest, bring your gaze down, look towards your knees. And then back to our arched spine. So trying to move through these two opposite spinal movements. See if you can create a little bit of flow in between. So you might do that by originating this movement from your tailbone. And then just think about moving sequentially up your spine. You don't have to know all of the names of the different sections of the spine or the different like numbers of vertebrae, but just thinking to yourself, okay, this is my low back, now my middle back, upper back, shoulders, head, and neck. Now let's come towards a neutral spine, so somewhere in between those two shapes, and keep your spine neutral. Start to push your hips back towards your heels, so like you're coming into a child's pose, but you don't make it all the way there. And then pull yourself back forward into neutral tabletop. You might even bring your shoulders a little bit forward of your hands. So starting to wake up the wrists and the hips. And if you want to add a little bit more spice to this, you can start to move your knees back and maybe your hands just a little bit forward. So now this becomes more like a plank with your knees on the floor. Let's do one more like that, and then push your hips all the way back into your child's pose. Stretch your arms way out. If your wrists are feeling all of that work, you might pop your palms up. So get a little stretch through the top of your wrist. And then let's come back forward through tabletop. We are going to shift our knees back just a little bit. So if you haven't done that already, please do so. So now we're coming more towards our kneeling plank. Start to shift your hips back into this puppy pose situation. Stretch your arms out so your bum is going to be high, not quite resting at your heels, and then pull yourself forward. So now we're progressing along. If you've already been here and you want to progress a little bit further, next time you come forward to your kneeling plank, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Now we're in high plank, shift back to downward facing dog. So moving in between plank and down dog. See if you can find this sensation of pushing back into your down dog and then pulling yourself forward into your plank. Okay, next time you're in plank, we're gonna hold here. So maybe this is where you bring your knees down if you haven't already. Keep on holding. And then we're gonna lower ourselves all the way to the ground. Keep your elbows hugged in, chaturanga. Inhale to bring your gaze up for a little baby cobra. And then exhale, bring yourself back down, push back into a child's pose. You might take a little roll through the wrists while you're here. Do a couple little finger flicks. And then stretch your arms out in front of you. Shimmy yourself over to the right side. Let's just take a moment for a nice big side stretch. And then come all the way to the left. And then let's come back through center. Pull yourself through tabletop, and we're going to come right up into a down dog. Take a little pedal through your feet, shake your legs out, do whatever sort of gets your little wiggles out. And then let's find some stillness in this downward facing dog. So really push your heels down towards the ground. You can keep a light bend to your knees if that feels comfier for you. Really push your finger pads into the ground and hug your armpits in together. Beautiful. Let your head hang nice and loose, so you might give your head a little shake. And then step your right foot forward. You can land your left knee towards the ground. You might reach for your blocks here if they help add a little bit of height in this slow lunge. So finding your lunge stance, I almost always set my feet up a little bit too narrow at the beginning. So I'm gonna widen my front foot out just a little bit. Right there, I already feel more stable. So let's stand up, or sit up tall rather, in our lunges if we haven't already. Think about squaring your hips forward. So very, very likely, if your right foot is forward, your left hip is tipping back a little bit. Try and even out through both of your hips. Keep pressing your front foot into the ground. And then inhale, take a nice big sweep up with your arms. And then exhale. Bring your hands down to the floor or to blocks. Inhale, push into the floor or your blocks, dart your spine forward. And then exhale, move your blocks out of your way. Bring your hands all the way to the floor, push back into a down dog. Take a little shimmy and shuffle. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So step your other foot forward. This time it's my left foot. Bring your knee down towards the floor. Adjust your stance in your feet. I almost always have to move my foot out to the side a little bit. Remember, you can use your blocks for stability here if this is enough balance for you. Otherwise, let's sit up tall in our low lunge. Tip your other hip forward. So now this is my right hip. Tip your right hip forward so that both of your hips are squared. And then inhale, take a nice big arm raise up. And exhale, bring your hands to the ground or to blocks. Inhale to dart your spine forward just a little bit. And then exhale, move your blocks out of the way, bring your hands all the way towards the floor. Push back into a down dog. Let yourself paddle at your feet. Let's come into stillness in this down dog. Settle here for a moment. Let's inhale to pull ourselves forward through to a plank. You can bring your knees down if you need. Exhale, lower yourself down, chaturanga. Keep your elbows hugged in. Inhale, come up to little baby cobra. And exhale, push yourself through table up into down dog. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Let's step the right foot forward, bring the left knee down towards the floor. Let's sit up right away in our low lunge. Inhale, take your arms up overhead. Exhale, pull your elbows down. Make this cactus shape with the arms. Puff your chest out. Inhale, push your arms back up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Bring your hands to the floor. Push back into your down dog. And take a little beat. Let's bring the other foot forward. Bring your knee down towards the floor. So this time, left foot is forward, right knee is down. Sit up tall through your lunge, square your hips. Inhale to bring your arms up overhead. Exhale to pull your elbows down, puff your chest out. Inhale to bring your arms all the way back up, and exhale to fold forward. Bring your hands to the floor, push back into your down dog. Take a little moment. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's inhale to come forward through plank. Once again, you can have your knees down if that's what you need. We're going to lower down through chaturanga. Keep your elbows nice and hugged in. This time, really push your feet into the floor. We're going to come all the way up into our cobra or upward dog. And then exhale, push your hips back to a child's pose. Big stretch. Start to bring your hands in towards your knees and push yourself up to a kneel. Give yourself some nice big shoulder rolls. Switch directions on those shoulder rolls. Nice. Okay, bring your legs out in front of you. And actually, we will extend the left leg, bring the right foot in, and sit up tall here. Press your foot away from your body like a lot. And then as you exhale, start to lean forward over your extended leg. Let's inhale and push ourselves up. And switch sides. Take a nice big deep breath to sit up tall. And then exhale to start leaning forward. You can keep your spine straight if that's what you want to do, or you can round the spine. And push yourself back up through center. Let's have both legs extended this time. Inhale for a nice tall spine. Exhale, start to crawl yourself forward. And you might barely be folding forward at all. This is as far as I can go while I keep my spine straight. If you want to bring a curve to the spine, you can. Let's inhale. Push yourself back up to straight spine. Bring the soles of your feet together this time. So we're coming to this butterfly shape. Once again, you can sit up tall And exhale to fold forward. Landing your hands wherever feels comfortable. So they might be in front of you. They could be up on blocks. And if this is feeling like a lot for your hips, one thing you can do is just take your feet farther away from your body, and that will decrease the intensity of the flexion here. So you might just find something like this. Slowly start to push yourself up. We're going to come into a cross-legged seat. I'm going to turn to face you. And I often like to sit up on something when I'm sitting directly on the ground. I find that a little bit comfier for my low back. So I'm just going to grab this block and put it underneath of my hips. You could use a cushion, a rolled up blanket. You could do this sitting on a chair as well. So let's sit up tall, nice straight spine. Inhale, we'll raise the arms up overhead, big stretch. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand comes onto left knee. Left arm can land really wherever feels like it's a comfortable kickstand. Broaden through your collarbones. You might even look over your left shoulder. Slowly let yourself unravel. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So big sweep up with your arms. And then as you exhale, twist towards the right. Your left hand is going to come towards your right knee. Sit up tall. And then you might even bring your gaze over your right shoulder to make this extra twisty through the spine. And slowly let yourself unravel. Take a moment to notice the flow of energy through your body. Maybe you're feeling warm in some new places. Or just a little bit of extra blood flow. If it feels comfortable to close your eyes, please do so. We'll close out with 3 big deep breaths in and out together. Take a nice big deep inhale. You might even bring your arms into it, raising your arms up overhead. And then exhale, bring your hands together, come through heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale. And then exhale. Last one. You can open up your eyes if they were closed. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one.